night watch, we them bad cows. We the night watch, we them bad cows. If there's any trouble, we'll back down. We the night watch, we them bad cows. We the night watch, we them bad cows.
Yo, what's going on, my heroes, my villains, my fellow cow collectors, and everybody else on YouTube? It's your brony, the game, back at it again with another Bad Cows video. Ooh.
Welcome back, heroes. So, there's trouble brewing in Gotham. Riddle me this. Should Bad Cow holders get priority access to all DC NFT drops?
In this video, we're going to have a discussion, because that seems to be the topic going around lately. Should Bad Cow holders get priority access to everything that's dropped on NFT.DC Universe? Let's talk about it. Okay, so let's get into it. So the Bad Cows have been gaining a lot of attention lately, and it's I think the catalyst, I know the catalyst was definitely the announcement of DC Comics on the Palm blockchain. First of all, DC Comics were long awaited by many collectors because Vivi, the Vivi platform, had Marvel Comics, and ever since then, people have been asking when DC Comics. So the arrival of DC Comics definitely caused the influx of new users to the Palm platform. So with that being said, the DC Bad Cows, the main what is it? Not catchphrase, but the main point or the main attraction of the Bad Cows is that every 52 days will come, utility with the Bad Cows, right? And we've been receiving that. Now, the Bad Cows are also known as the crown jewel, meaning the Bad Cows are should be the most important thing on the Palm NFT.DCUniverse.com, right? So no matter what drops, the Bad Cows are the keys to the kingdom. That is what you want. So we've been getting airdrops. We've gotten the first DC comic to hit the blockchain. We've been airdropped Harley Quinn, offensive charm tokens. We've been getting our just desserts, if you will. And this Superman comic was the first time that I believe the Bad Cows were not prioritized, and therein lies the potential problem, right? So the question swirling around the community is, should the Bad Cow holders have gotten priority access to that drop? So issue number one, people from outside communities getting the comic when Bad Cow holders didn't. Back when Bad Cows first came out, there was a lot of doubt. There was a lot of FUD, if you will, and trash talking. People did not believe, right? They did not do their research. They did not look into the Bad Cows, while others did and believed and minted. So during the Superman comic drop, some of those people got the comic while Bad Cow holders didn't. The Bad Cow holders that were, holding the project down for months in the Twitter spaces, building the foundation of the community that stands today. So that is the first issue for some Bad Cow holders. How non-believers getting the comic, coming in, getting the comic, and just leaving right back out, right? So that's one concern for a small group of people. I don't know how many, but I've heard that topic or that concern arise. So another point of view is, let's say the Bad Cow holders did get priority access to this comic, like all 3,000 comics was distributed amongst the, let's say, 7,000 Bad Cow holders. So if that were to happen, or if that did happen, that could have been a turnoff to a lot of new users, right? Currently, the Bad Cow floor is like at $900, as opposed to a few weeks ago when it was like from $500 to $600. So we've seen a significant rise in price with the Bad Cows. Now, I think that's because the Bad Cows weren't prioritized for this comic. Allowing people to come into the platform and have success, whether it means to flip the comic or to get a $10 comic and hold it, I think that did wonders for the platform. It brought a lot of new users, new accounts to the platform, and I don't think that would have happened if only bad cow holders got that comic, right? So that's another scenario. Let's see, scenario 3. Bad cow holders could have had like a small allocation to that comic. So there was 3,000 Superman comics total. So let's say maybe 500 to 1,000. Yeah, 500 to 1,000, right? Let's say that was put aside to bad cow holders. Maybe that could have maybe that was an option, right? Maybe that could have been an option. So yeah, I mean, what's the right way to what was the right way to go about it, right? That's what we're trying to figure out. So the comic drop that was supposed to happen this Thursday got pushed back to next week, and I think it could be because of I think Paul might be trying to figure out what's the best way to go about this, because what's the point of holding a bad cow, right? If if anybody can just come in and prosper, I guess. I don't know. I'm just speaking out loud. I'm trying to speak on behalf of the community, all their concerns, and then I'll give you my take though. I think the bad cows have been properly compensated. Like I said, we have been prioritized when it comes to special events. We've gotten free access to events like Spyscape in New York, and Dwayne Johnson and Jim Lee's world premiere of Black Adam. We've gotten the first DC comic to hit the blockchain airdrop to us, 1 per cow. So if you had 10 cows, you got 10 comics, which currently has a floor of like $170 last I looked. So the bad cows have been taken care of, but going forward, I mean, like the Superman comic has a floor of like 500 gems, right? Or gems. That's VV talk. $500, right? So, I don't know. Okay. So to be fair, a lot of bad cow holders did get the drop, even though we weren't prioritized. So, there's that. I can see a big issue if no bad cow holders got the comic at all, but I think 18% of bad cow holders was the number or something like that got through to the drop. So what I think should happen going forward, I think I never expected bad cow holders to get every single thing that drops on NFT.DC Universe. I expected us to get priority access here and there. That makes sense to me. I wouldn't hate it if we got early access to everything, but at the same time, that could be a deterrent or a, sort of like a gatekeeping, because like I said, the bad cows are basically at a floor of $1,000. So for any new user to come in and get these benefits, they would have to pay at least $1,000, and everybody doesn't have that kind of money. So, I mean, there needs to be a balance, right? There needs to be a balance of allowing new people to come into the ecosystem and, to win, to be able to get a $10 comic and possibly, have it go up to $500 or something. To give bad cow holders early access to all of that. I mean, nobody would want to come in, right? They would be buying. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud here, right? Hopefully you guys are thinking with me. Leave it in the comments what you think should happen. If you're a bad cow holder, do you think you deserve priority access to everything that drops on the platform, or is it okay to have public mints and drops as well? I don't know if there's a right answer. I don't know if there's a wrong answer. I'm just trying to bring the discussion to YouTube, and maybe you guys can think about it as well. I'm sure the Palm team and the people over at Bad Cows will brainstorm and come up with a decision that most people will be satisfied with. I'm sure of that. Like I said, I have no concerns as of now. I feel like the Bad Cows are still the crown jewel. I feel like we've gotten more than enough, more than what we've paid for, more than what we've bargained for. They've overpromised and over-delivered, so no complaints on my end, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people feel the same way I do. But I do agree with people who have concerns with people coming into the community or coming into the project and just, I don't know, hitting drops and then just leaving and not really adding to the project or not believing in the project. So I think both sides have valid points. I guess we'll soon see what the Palm team comes up with, and I'm sure we'll be talking about it when it happens. So with that being said, I am not a financial advisor. Nothing I say ever is financial advice because I am learning just like you guys. I am just your friendly neighborhood genius. Sharing his thoughts and opinions on this most amazing platform project known as the Bad Cowls. So take everything that you hear from me with a grain of salt because things could change. And with that, thank you guys again for watching, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Until then, peace out and how to strong, and remember that not all heroes wear capes. Later.